Let's talk real quickly about the daily budget. This is one place where people get tripped up a lot. I'm just going to give you a real life example that happened literally just yesterday and today. So I went and helped my buddy Trevin, you've seen him on my channel before, set up some Facebook ads for a product that he's selling. And what I explained to him is that what a lot of people will do is, especially people with a low budget, is try and send their ads out with a daily budget of $5 or $10. But here's the issue with that. If you're selling a product that's like $40 or $50, and let's say your profit margin's 50% on that, so you've got like $25 of just straight profit you can play with. And you're saying, hey, if you're doing a $5 daily budget, you're saying to Facebook, hey Facebook, make me a $50 sale with $5. Thank you very much. It's like you're not giving Facebook enough to play with. So what I told Trevin yesterday is, and this is his product that he's selling is about, it's ranging from like I think $35 to $50 roughly, kind of more in the $40-$50 range. So there's room there. So I was like, look, you don't want to set a $5 budget because you're just not giving Facebook enough to play with, like to figure out, to actually put it in front of people, get some data back, do that again, and figure out what the right people to put it in front of is. And especially when you have some profit margin to play with, you can spend $15 as your daily ad budget, make the sale, and still come out profitable. But if you only gave Facebook $5 to play with in the first place, it's just, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. So what I did yesterday with Trevin is I said, let's make sure and give each of these ad sets a daily budget that's plenty of room for Facebook to play with. Like, it's a bit more scary for sure, because if conversions don't happen, you wasted more money than if you had just given it a $5 budget. But if you're just giving it the $5 budget, you might not be giving it enough to actually go find a conversion for you. And Trevin texted me this morning, got 2 sales at break even. Now, I'm not saying break even is the goal, it's not the goal, but I will quickly insert right here. There's a whole legitimate strategy behind not even just break even, but losing money to buy data, because what happens is the more conversions you get, the smarter Facebook gets, and then you can eventually build lookalike audiences. Like I mentioned at the beginning of that video, lookalike audience is really where you start to get the most power out of Facebook for finding you customers and conversions. Anyways, I'm not trying to go too deep into that strategy, but Trevin texted me, said he got a couple sales, and it was about an $18 result, which ends up in his numbers as about break even. And a couple things here, like, that's a perfect start. So many people, like, and I've seen this, like, people will get 1 or 2 sales and be like, oh, I didn't make $100. It's like, no, you have to be more patient. You have to build and grow and scale and like acquire more data. That's one of the main things, and that just doesn't happen through 1 or 2 sales. So and we were starting yesterday from straight zero, like no idea, targeting, nothing. So that's a very good sign, you guys. If you're starting from nothing, you're just testing targeting for the very first time, and you get 1 or 2 sales, even if it's not completely profitable or not as profitable as you want, that's the perfect start. The fact that you found targeting and got some sales, you're on to something. But back to my point about the daily budget is just that if we had only given his ad sets $5, $10, those ad sets would have never found a conversion, and we never would have known if that targeting works. But because we gave it a $40 daily budget, it had enough room to spend enough money to find a conversion. And you may or may not already know this, but when you set up a conversion ad for the first time, it goes through a learning phase, and then once it's learned enough, then Facebook gets smarter and can start to do better work for you. So you really just have to make sure, and like I said, it's a little bit scary, especially if you have a small budget, because you're putting your money on the line, but that's Facebook ads, man. That's what it is. And you need to definitely make sure that you're giving your ad sets enough daily budget.